Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. I gotta say, it's very sad and lonely in these zones after you turn off the stones. Anyway, last time, we visited Yesterland, a lovely little amusement park where all the little kid endless could live and play and have fun. And we got to meet Otis again, that was fun. Like, he didn't remember us because, he wasn't really connected to the machine Otis that we'd met back in Alexandria, but still, we got to meet Otis. Man, these quest lines are getting sadder and sadder here. Anyway, before we get back to the main story, we've got the Ether Current quest in this zone to deal with. Perplexing puzzles, endless fun.
Hey mister, can you believe it? I just finished setting up a brand new game for my friends, and they've only gone and disappeared on me. Unbelievable. It took me ages to think of all the clues and hide them around town. Oh, I guess it was all for nothing. Hold on, I got an idea. Why don't you give it a go? Trust me, you'll have a great time.
Fine.
Okay, here's the first riddle. By yesterday's gate stands a tiny mountain piled high. See if you can figure out where I've hidden the next clue.
Maybe it's over by where my quest marker is. A mountain of crates, maybe? Seems like a good place to look. You find a hidden scrap of parchment inscribed with the next clue. Congratulations on solving the first riddle. Here's your next clue. 4 lamps loom over streets of glass, but only one true light shines on Her Majesty. Okay. I gotta figure out which one of these. Well, probably the one closest to the Meso Terminal is the one I'm looking for, right? You find a hidden scrap of parchment and scrap the next clue. Great job solving the second riddle. Here's your next clue. Over the river, in sight of the spiral, behind the pointy hat, hide the shrubs you seek. This is involved. What the nugget? Oh, fuck. That's an A rank hunt. We don't play with those. We don't play with that. We don't play with Little Reaper Girl. That's bad news for us. I see the shrubs. Here we are. You find a hidden scrap. Big surprise.
You're a dab hand at this. Just one final clue to go. The princess awaits your return. P.S. You'll also need a password.
I want to be your canary. Oh my god. Oh, I want to be your canary indeed. Oh. And here we are, all the way back here.
Oh, you found me. I'm guessing you know the password too, right?
I want to be your canary. I want to feed your pony. I want to greet your kitty. No, that one sounds dangerous. We don't say that. But I want to be your canary, which, if memory serves, is the play in Final Fantasy IX's introduction.
Amazing! You passed with flying colors. Now that you finished, I thought I'd tell you how I came up with my clues.
Okay.
The first clue was, by yesterday's gate stands a tiny mountain piled high. Of course I meant the entrance to Yesterland and the stack of crates a few steps away. There was one kid who used to hang around by the gate to make sure any newcomers quickly got the lie of the land. Pretty nice of them, right?
They all have to do with her friends, don't they? Yep.
Alright, time for the next one. The 4 lamps looping over streets of glass. Well, they're the street lights in Starglass. The bit about one true light shining on Her Majesty is because you're supposed to look for the street lamp closest to the Meso Terminal. From there, you can see Gwynstein's statue from in between the air cap rails. Quite the sight, huh? For the third part, my clue was, over the river in sight of the spiral, behind the pointy hat, hide the shrubs you seek. The river I'm talking about is the old Electric River, and the spiral is the air cap station staircase. And the pointy hat? Well, that's easy. That's the building with the funny-shaped roof. Whenever we used to play hide and seek, it was always a popular spot. I figured it'd be a great place to leave a clue.
But is it a good hide and seek spot if it's popular?
The last clue about the princess waiting for your return, well, I wrote that because princesses live in castles, and that's why I was waiting. I bet you're dying to hear about the password too, right? I want to be a canary is the code we'd use when we needed to keep something secret. It's the title of an old play, about a princess who falls in love with a commoner. That's the great thing about this game. It's not just about having fun, it's also a great introduction to Yesterland for anyone who's just arrived. Everyone knows about the Bergamo Ring and the Esperance Wheels, don't they? I wanted to take folks off the beaten trail and make sure they learned our password. Although, I guess I won't need it anymore. Still, I'm glad you played my game, mister. I think I'll go for a last wander around the place. It's been fun. Thanks.
Aww. See you around, kid. Well, not really. And with that, 2 Ether Current quests down, 2 to go, eventually. First I have to unlock them, and that means heading to the next region, right, Kakia? The Sanctuary of the Oh! Hey, that's a level 100 quest.
So far, there appears to be no change with the Meso Terminal. So let's take the opportunity to visit another zone, a sail volcano in the northeast. That place with the volcano, eh? And I suppose we're using the zip line again. Oh, you know it. Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, let's head back.
Volcano zone, you say? Oh, this should be fun. Alright. Let us in, good sir. Beep boop. Error. Download complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Assail Volcanic, the sanctuary of the strong. Fight with courage and honor, that your legend may resound forevermore in the arena of valor. See, if I was gonna meet Otis, this is where I would expect to meet Otis, in an arena of valor. Ooh. Got a bit of a beat here. I remember this tune.
It's only an illusion. It's only an illusion. I'm not going to burn to death in hot lava. Actually, the lava's completely real. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. Not on your life. It isn't even real, is it? Oh, definitely not. But don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself.
God damn it, Gotcha.
No need. I believe you.
She's a little bit of a troll, even. There it is.
That there's the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now.
Huh. It's not like the wildlife has been any better in the other 2 regions.
Hey, Erenvel. I'll explode alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth.
He is not handling this situation well.
Poor Erenvel. He's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's leave him be for now. Come on, let's get moving ourselves.
That's right. There's probably more people to talk to here. Not to mention there's an aetheryte in this region. It's kind of a cool looking area. It's sad it's gonna look so barren when we're all done.
Looks like we have 2 paths to choose from. I thought I saw Cartier heading left though. Well, that would seem to be a detour. I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic route. Let's follow after Cartier and see what the building's about.
Besides, that's the direction my ether current's supposedly in, so let's head that way. If I know better, I'd say this was a big-ass coliseum, Couchia.
Well now, look who came this way too. Great minds, as they say.
This appears to be a fighting arena. Is it also a recreation of an actual place?
In all likelihood, while I don't know the details, I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past.
Ah, that's true.
Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I'll move on. But you ought to head inside for a look.
Oh. A match, huh? Oh my goodness. Zoralja was wearing a regulator when he died. Are we gonna see Zoralja as an endless in here? Dude, that would be a hell of a kick, wouldn't it? Oh no. Oh, I know exactly what's about to happen. No, we're about to see Kryle's parents. Aren't we? Magic duel! Bunch of low-level arcanists fighting each other. Well, that was mildly impressive.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
I mean, they lack the pets, though. That's the whole point of being an Arcanist, is being a pet class. Oh, we're gonna have to get in there and show them how it's done, aren't we? That's them, isn't it? Kryle's parents. We recognize them from the Echo flashback. Oh, Kryle, look, it's your mom and dad.
Is something wrong?
Oh wow, we actually are gonna tell her?
What?
Damn.
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Oh.
Come on, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
I wonder if their memories have been
Wait,
modified.
please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
Huh.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm. Oh, what can I say?
Oh goodness.
Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Oh? Is that enough?
Possible.
It is! It is enough for them
My
to
name
recognize.
is Kryle. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back.
Aw.
This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And
Oh, come on, give her a big old hug.
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. And there is no mistaking the earring.
Okay, well, I'm glad that the system didn't mess with their memories. And of course, Kachiya isn't here to meet the founders of Oblivion.
How you've grown, my darling daughter.
Oh, goodness.
it has been 20 years. Oh,
that is so sweet. I'm so glad that Kryle gets to meet her parents. It's a little sad that we're gonna have to say goodbye to them probably by the end of the episode.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The heat wells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Come on. Oh. Yeah, I figured we'd see him sooner or later. Oh wow, this quest is done already? Dang, Kryle.
Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Oh, forgive me. This is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts.
Oh. Man, that put a sour note on this. This was all orchestrated by the system? The taste of family.
Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave.
Aw. Take your time. After everything that just happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another. Now you can say them. You know, before we erase them.
Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Thank you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together.
You do that, girl. You do that. While we just kind of stand in the background and intrude. All right, ether current. Aha, there you are. Sir, I need you to stop staring at that ether current because I need it. No? You're not gonna stop staring at it? Oh, fine. There's only one option left then, sir. It's called hammer time. Thank you. I love that we have living liquid just around as a normal monster now. Ah, I see. Hot springs! Lots and lots of hot springs. We have lots of hot springs here. You know, this is probably the first expansion that's really made me feel like I'm not the main character.
It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Wuklamot, Vow of Resolve at Tuliolal. Beside her is Grahatia, my colleague in the Students of Ardesian. And this is Dekumon, an adventurer, though that hardly does him justice. He is the most dependable of friends, to whom I owe my life.
Hey, how are you?
My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all.
Oh, no. Let them have their conversation. They could sure use it. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it?
If only we had some Tobruk Bibil to ease the way, am I right? Wait, that's not a bad idea. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know, it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely.
All right.
Understood. We'll fetch you old treats that'll help cool you off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but...
Don't worry, we'll take care of it and we'll make sure it's edible too. I think nothing of it. This is what friends are for.
Oh, thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats.
Man, I've also noticed they've been really trying to pad that nod count these last couple episodes. All right, well, here's the real question. Can Endless eat normal food? Because we already know that their food tastes like garbage to us.
Well, that was well conceived, Wuklamot. Just putting what I learned in Yakdale to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, it is that food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the Endless. And going along with the idea, choir likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help to thaw it. So, shall we split up and look for what Alea requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is. One that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people need to eat the right Dekumon, Garahatia and I would do the same elsewhere.
An excuse to go to the Aetheryte. My favorite. Alright, Aetheryte is claimed, and now let's get talking. Whew. After a long hot soak like that, I'm gonna need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here in Ace of Arcane. Well, it's a little tricky to tuck into. You can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, so you have no excuses. Gold Star ice cream. Well, that certainly sounds like a good place to start. What about you, miss?
A cold treat that will leave an impression. That's a difficult one. SA Volcanic is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly the hearty and filling kind. Right. There's a popular stall to the southwest that might have just what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look?
Huh. 2 people have said to head southwest, eh?
What snack to have today? Eh? You want a recommendation for something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use an iced drink with my snack. I think I'll get the coffee. Actually, a tea might be better. Or even a lemonade. But I can't go past a beer. Yes, let's make it a white beer today.
Based on what you learned from the locals, the stall to the southwest seems promising. Based on what I learned from 2 of the locals, this one was useless.
So you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful bowls stacked on top of each other. That'd be the ice cream, I take it? I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need 3 servings, so let's get Graha to help carry one too.
Just leave it to me. You're talking to a transportation expert, you know, madame.
What? You mean you can do it alone? Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying 3. Are you sure about this, though? Great. They're definitely safer in your hands than in mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs.
Oh, dear. Oh, these are cool looking. I'll give them that. Look at those. Hello there. Would you care for our famous Gold Star ice cream? I'll take 3, please. Alright, 3 servings coming right up. Here you are. You want to be quick so it doesn't melt, but also careful so it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Deliver the ice cream before the time runs out. You'll have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to complete the task because 2 minutes was apparently too short. Should you fail? Yep. Oh my goodness, I'm carrying them in my hands. Why the heck do you need 2 minutes and 5 seconds? You can make this run in like 30 seconds easily. Here you are.
Oh goodness me, what an amazing looking treat! Thank you so much, Dekumon.
Probably should warn her ahead of time that it's gonna taste like absolutely nothing to her.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Something doesn't seem right about these 2. It's more than just awkwardness. Maybe their memories were messed
Don't
with.
mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
Oh dear.
This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
Could stage another mock fight. That'll get their attention.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Oh dear. Raha, what are you up to now? Seriously, are you 3 gonna eat those things before they melt? Monkey see, monkey do time. Jesus Christ, man.
What is he doing?
I have no idea. There we go, finally.
You needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
Aww. Jesus Christ, you're trying to inhale the
It really
mics.
does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
Nice. Good job, Graha.
I'm suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Yeah, can we get something that has actual flavor, though? Actually, milkshake sounds really good right now. It's hot in here.
Truly. We've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
'Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
Ah. Good. Let's hear it.
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
Huh. Interesting. Very interesting.
The key is none other than that relic. And it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
So what reflection did they flee from? Or did they flee from the source?
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
Ah.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
The Echo?
An unusual gift. The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there.
That is exceedingly convenient.
While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors.
Of course we'll go, Kryl.
Of them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Of course.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
Oh, is that it? Really? That's all the interaction Kryl gets with her parents? You know, one, maybe 1.5 quests?
Dekumon, Raha, Lamity. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that, and so much else, I thank you.
Aww. What do we got? Spell speed, piety, and tenacity. We should grab the spell speed for right now. That'll be useful. Leaping through the past.
As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Malala's ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well. Namely, information on preservation. Preservation, the scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion. And prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course. Seeing as the key once belonged to the Malala, it couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside.
Huh. Let's head inside indeed. I gotta keep finding more ether currents, which, further up north. We have a whole buttload of these things. The panel bears information on the history of the Malala. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon isles of eternal summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all of the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one the Malala fell, until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. Damn. Yeah, that is definitely an umbral calamity. Alright, number 2. The Malala are the keepers of a mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled unto a new land. Alexandria. Number 3. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore, which later came to be known as electrope. Through this ingenious technique, electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. Huh. I wonder if they came from the source and fled an umbral calamity then. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it ever actually existed at all. Covering up the existence of the relic, I see. Oh, hey, Rathalos.
Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like?
Ding ding, correct. Eh? Oh, hello. Was not expecting a robo.
What's going on?
The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail thanks to the marvel of Electrope. The scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. But I've neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the steps of the speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. There's even a guide? Oh, how considerate. It is actually rather nice.
Alright then, as we wander around, if there's something we don't understand, we'll be certain to ask you.
Just incorrect. Visits to our facility take the form of a quizzed tour, so the correct answer is, follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Quizzed tour, huh?
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
Correct!
I'm sure it will be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us.
I don't think we have much of a choice, but alright. Very good, madame. I have registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder passageway to the chamber beyond. Flamboyant for a robot. Ooh. Oh, dang. This is a hell of a chamber here. Aw, crud. More things to read. But I can't read these. Interesting. If I may have your attention. You stand within a shrine of the Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she is enshrined here with the sacred relics she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home.
A sacred relic. That must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion.
Interdimensional fusion? If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. Now then, it's time for a history quiz.
Here we go.
There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe a statement is true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel. Simple, yes? Without further ado, please nominate a representative and begin. Pretty sure that's me. If there are no objections, let us have Dekumon do the honors. Go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. Alright. What do we got? Brazier of Eternal Summer. Long ago, our people dwelled on Isles of Eternal Summer, where the flowers ever bloomed. Yet eternity did not last, for calamity turned the bounteous waters to barren ice. The statement seems to agree with the words spoken by the guide. I would say, light it up. Praying fervently upon the sacred relic, the speaker opened a portal through which our people fled. However, she alone had to remain behind in order to sustain the power. No? You do not recall the speaker remaining behind, especially since she's enshrined here. We are not lighting that one. Brazier of Calculations. Owing to our innate gift in arcane calculations, we Malala not only transformed Electrope into a miraculous tool, but excelled in its study besides. As such, despite originally being outsiders, we were favored by the rulers of many nations. True! Nothing in the statement was touched upon by the guide. You'll need to find other sources to ascertain its veracity. See, this is why you read things. Brazier of Homecoming. When lightning threatened the world, we Malala turned to our relic once more. Invoking its power, we opened a portal and returned to our ancient homeland. While the statement is similar to what you heard from the guide, you don't recall the Malala's returning. This one is false. So 1 and 3 true, 2 and 4 false. Remember, you must light the braziers whose statements you believe are true. Are you ready for your answers to be judged? Yes. Very well, let the judging begin. I'm judging you. I'm judging you, and... You have answered correctly! And on your very first attempt, besides. Amazing!
Great work, Dekumon. I knew you could do it.
Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion.
For an event that froze the seas, the 5th umbral calamity comes to mind. That which ushered in the Age of Endless Frost. A legend holds that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight.
Oh-ho! So her people were from the source originally. That would explain the connection of the Arcanist. The art of Arcanima, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malalas, there are at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. Ahem. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits you. Oh, goody. Huh.
How many of these quizzes are there?
I have no idea, ma'am. Bombs in here. Who let bombs inside this place, huh? That seems entirely unsafe. Oh, hello, ether current. I almost walked right by this. Thank you kindly. All right, another one? 223 Southwest. Oh, there must be some land over here. All right, next. We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. Well, it is known as the Speaker's Rest. Everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves.
That's rather curious.
Isn't it, though? Some have suggested that this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't actually exist in the Malala homeland and we're just taking some serious artistic liberties. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represent the emotions of men. And that brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many types of masks are there?
Is the last one already? Amazing. Something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds, though.
Please take all the time you require. I shall be here when you're ready with the answer. Huh. The masks represent emotions. How many different types are there, huh? Interesting that I've only seen 2 so far. Oh, nope, there's a third one. Right? 1, 2. That's just the angry face again. Then we've got the weird one. We've seen that one already. Oh, hold up. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, there's a bunch. Okay, I've seen at least 4 different types so far. I think 4 is the right answer. I think 4 is indeed the right answer. So, how many kinds of masks are there? Have you determined the answer? 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to check it. I think 4 is the right answer. So, your answer is 4. How about everyone else?
Seriously? I thought it was 6. Like Dekumon, I also believe it's 4.
As do I. And the correct answer is 1! You're all colorblind and can't see squat. 4! Congratulations to the 3 of you.
Oh, damn it. Where the hell did I mess up?
And that concludes the quiz tour for the steps of the speaker. I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to the next. Well, that was interesting.
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source. But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
Oh, I imagine that will be for either the patches or the next expansion.
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery.
Oh, the parents did show up again.
By augmenting it with electrum, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why.
Ascian prototype, maybe?
But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
True enough.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves.
Yeah, but dooming everyone else in the process.
And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls.
Really had to bring the party down, didn't we?
We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yep. No point beating around the bush here.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it.
Oh. Damn.
So press on, and don't look back.
Oof.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
You just did, but, you know, have an extra one.
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you.
I have a better question. Why didn't you stay in the source?
A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have.
Thanks, Kryl.
It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace. Mother. Father.
Damn.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya.
Aww.
Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Kryl's gonna start
Maya.
tearing. Yep, there it is.
My name is Maya.
You know, I half expected the text box to suddenly change and say Maya there. And off we go.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must must do this. Kryl Maya Baldessian must press on.
Ah,
Press on and...
she's using it as her middle name. Perfect. Mm-hmm.
Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
I mean, at the very least, she got to see them and say goodbye. That's important. All right, Kryl, let's head for the terminal.
If I may confide in you, Dekumon, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Torral. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth, and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, Dekumon, for trusting me with your life and walking with me all this way. That's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through. Rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others.
We could slow walk this a little bit, Kryl. You don't have to rush. Oh, dear. West. To the west. To the... Oh, you mother humper. How the hell do I get down there? Huh? Huh? Oh, I bet I have to come up and around. That's mean, game. That's mean. You're teasing me. Here's the spot. Oh, right. You might notice there's a new icon next to this person's name. There's actually an option for this, and I had no idea. This is what happens when you don't read patch notes. But if you go in display names, in general, you can actually turn this on so they get their class icon, and even if they're in the party, you can highlight their names based on their role. This is probably going to be really handy in certain fights. Really handy. Especially some of the hairier ones. Kachiya, you missed it! You missed meeting the origin of your order!
The others have told me all. I'm glad Kryl could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time, are you ready to shut down the terminal?
Yep. Let's get this going. Number 3, down the tubes.
You know how to do it.
I do.
Dang, Kryl herself is gonna shut it down, huh? I guess that means Erenvale's gonna shut the last one down. And the last section's gonna be him coming to terms with his mother's own death. Alright, here we go. Time to stop the volcano. Yep. Just a bunch of hunk of rock. Bye, everybody. Aww. Off they go. Just like that, another lifeless sector. Oh, and that takes care of that. Right, Wook?
Are you alright, Kryl? I am. I chose to forge on, no matter what. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Alright, oh! 2 Ether Current quests? 2 Ether Current quests, you say? Well! First things first, let's go get that stray one I saw. There's the dang thing, finally. Dude, this is a long-ass hike. Seriously. Way too far. Look at this. I have to come all the way here. Oh yeah, by the way, this and this You know, see, this and this are not directly connected. No, this comes all the way around, goes underneath this, and then you would get to go in here. No, can't make this easy, can we? No, sir. All right, where's the next one? 878 to the, oh, that's gotta be in this sector. All right, time for Ether Current quest number 3, Volcanic Disruptions.
You, yes you, with the weapon. Pardon my candor, but you must accompany me to Matchlock Menagerie this instant. What? No, I'm not asking you on a leisurely outing. I'm asking you to save innocent lives. I spied a trio of volcanic scorpions stalking after some defenseless animals. Were I to vanish and allow the scorpions to prey upon those creatures, I'd never forgive myself. You must make for the menagerie and defend them no matter the cost. Obviously, I can't chase off a nest of hungry pests alone. I require strength, specifically your strength. Step lively then, we've no time to lose.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be, it's mother, son of a, it's right back where I was. All right, miss, I'm finally here. Whew.
I saw them. I saw the scorpions. They're closing in on 2 tiny critters as we speak. Those volcanic monstrosities terrify me. But what terrifies me more is knowing what they'll do to their quarry if we don't act swiftly. But worry not, little ones. I'm on my way.
Excitable little thing, isn't she? All right, well, I gotta find them first off. Purple smoke, purple smoke. Where's the obvious purple smoke? God damn it, it literally is right by where the stupid freaking ether current would be. All I had to do is do this quest first. No. I had to come here and actually find the ether current instead. Ugh. Seriously. Just make my life easier, why don't I, huh? There you are. You all right, miss? Miss? The heck are we even protecting anyway? Hmm?
Oh, gods, I thought that was the end of me. That took every drop of courage I could muster. Thankfully, the little ones managed to escape without a scratch. I have to find them and lead them to the entrance before the other scorpions catch us in their sights. I'll meet you back there when all is well.
Ay. There, made it.
You, my weapon-building friend, are a lifesaver. I realize this all escalated rather quickly, but you performed admirably under the pressure.
Okay. So what the heck were we protecting anyway?
To tell the truth, I have a bit of a history with those scorpions. In my previous life, I was tasked with introducing new and exciting creatures into Matchlock Menagerie that our guests might know the wonders of the animal kingdom. As one might expect, the prospect of scorpions posed a great risk, and we often argued with the upper management as to whether keeping them would be worth the cost. In the end, however, the menagerie's curator ordered us to take them in. Supposedly, scorpion-based vodka was a popular delicacy in Alexandria before the war. The higher-ups sought to recreate those drinks and share them with the masses by way of a new exhibit. Time passed, and I finally returned as an endless, only to discover the menagerie in shambles. Those thrice-damned scorpions had the run of the place now. I should have argued against the curator's plan when I had the chance. I should never have agreed to that terrible exhibit. No matter how hard I tried to let things go, those pangs of regret never abated. So when I spotted those innocent creatures wandering into the menagerie, I felt obligated to return, to save what little I could. Thanks to you, my conscience is clearer, and our fuzzy new friends are none the worse for wear. Where are they anyway?
Oh my goodness! Capybaras! Did these two originally belong to the menagerie? Perhaps these little ones missing out some hot spring. Yeah. Menagerie is probably not a good place for these little rascals.
Oh, they must have, but I don't recall bringing in such precious pups. Perhaps one of my associates introduced them after I died. Regardless, I can rest easy in the knowledge that these two will have each other, even when I'm long gone. I should be able to escort them to safety from here. You have my deepest gratitude, and presumably theirs as well.
Capybaras. They're adorable little things, aren't they? That almost makes trekking back here worth it. The ether current is just a bonus. Alright, last quest for the day. Blueprint Protocol,
All I wanted was a relaxing reprieve in Opal Springs. I never thought it would come to this. I've misplaced something precious to me, you see. A set of blueprints. I suspected I dropped them on my way to the springs, but the terminal suddenly shut down as I was retracing my steps. I was so absorbed in my search, I couldn't even vanish with the others. Oh, forgive me my boldness, but you seem a generous sort, and I'm sorely in need of help. From what I'm after, and I'll make it worth your while. Before my soak, I paid a visit to the area of Valor, so I'll leave that area to you. For my part, I plan to scour the springs one more time.
Area of Valor, huh? So where the big arena is, huh? That's clearly not it, but let's see what it has to say for itself. Fighting familiars, wood versus solid gold. Will Malala tradition triumph, or will modernity make its mark in this monumental match? This appears to be a list of matches from the Arena of Valor. While the illustration of the clashing familiars catches your eye, it's a far cry from what you're after. Worth a shot, though. Detailed documentation, that's the real one. Found it. A massive tower crowned with the statue of a golden woman is mapped out in painstaking detail. These appear to be the blueprints to the Meso Terminal. Oh, I'm keeping these. The blueprints likely belong to the exhausted engineer. It'd be best to return to Opal Springs and deliver them to her. Oh. That was a her. I apologize, ma'am. Alright, miss. I got your blueprints.
I searched every nook and cranny for those blueprints, but I've not found a single scattered sheet. I don't know where else they could have ended up. Please tell me you managed to track them down.
Here you are. Though, I did manage to copy them in the meantime.
Oh, my blueprints! My dear sweet blueprints, how I've missed you! I just knew I dropped these on my stroll. Thank you ever so much for retrieving them.
And no big deal. Yes, they're of the Meso Terminal.
When we first began development on the Meso Terminal, I drafted these blueprints for its design. If you can believe it, the finished product is the work of yours truly. Well, to be fair, the concept was entirely of my own making. I have Malala folklore to thank for its creation.
Oh.
According to said folklore, we Malala were refugees from another world. Our ancestors once lived in a sun-kissed paradise by the sea. That is, until those very seas began to freeze and calamity engulfed everything in its path. Under the protection of the Great Speaker, my ancestors were guided to this world and left in their homeland a towering statue of their savior. The Speaker was a compassionate and selfless soul, sacrificing all she had to save her people. Not unlike Queen Sveen, no? With the legend of the Speaker as my inspiration, I incorporated Her Majesty's beauteous visage into the top of the terminal, forever at the heart of our city. A flawless idea if I do say so myself. I gave everything, my passion, my time, my love of country, to see these blueprints given shape. They aren't merely pieces of parchment, they're my life's work personified. Yet, I nearly left them to rot in the Arena of Valor. I would be laughing this off if I weren't so furious with myself. But what's important is that you brought them back, and I owe you a great debt. At this rate, I may never meet Her Majesty face to face. All I can do now, all I wish to do now, is gaze upon her glorious image before I fade away. You have my thanks, stranger. May fortune favor you always.
See you around, engineer. Yeah, I gotta say, the image of the selfless queen still hurts. There we are. All the ether current quests are done. Now what's left is the main story one and the two I still have to find, but those will have to wait for another day. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite and subscribe to join me for more AOs and adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. We are getting dangerously close to the end of the story.